Foster Morales, and today I'm here joined with a very, very special guest, Litarodi.
What's up, man? How you doing?
It's nice to meet you, Litarodi.
All right.
So he is here to help us explain the drug and alcohol use of Red Ribbon Week and his experiences with it and everything that he's been through. If you do not know who Litarodi is, he is a very talented, very great rapper. He does not do anything that usual artists do, like talk about drugs or alcohol, do you?
No.
All right. So, thank you for coming here to Sam Rayburn. Really, it is a great honor. First off, what is Red Ribbon Week to you?
So, Red Ribbon Week, well, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Sam Rayburn, thank you guys. But Red Ribbon Week to me is different than what it used to mean. Red Ribbon Week used to mean that it was a week long, full of events at school. Everybody did all kind of activities. And as I progressed, you know, as I got older, and I got to see the effects of drugs and alcohol and the things that it did to me and my family, and also in the entertainment industry, it just took on a different meaning once I found out really what Red Ribbon Week was about. And you know, there was a gentleman who lost his life in the drug war over it, and that's how Red Ribbon Week actually started.
So, a little bit more about yourself. Where are you originally from?
So I'm from Southeast Houston, Texas. I was born in St. Joseph Hospital downtown, where they have the nice lit up cross on the building. So that's the new building. And I was born, actually, there's a small little brown building that's attached to it. That was the original building. It's a small little bitty brown building that's attached to the rest of the building. That's where I was born at. And it wasn't just me. A lot of people don't know this. I'm a twin. I have an identical twin brother. So me and my twin brother were born there. We're 1 minute apart. Rest in peace. His name is Andrew Gonzalez.
Well, what happened to him?
So my twin brother died drinking and driving. And that's a part of my testimony, a part of my story that I share, not just in my music, but when I go and I do my speaking engagement. So there's a song that I made. It's called No Love. And I'm sure we'll plug in, you know, some of my stuff online and all that later on. But there's a song that I wrote that I perform at the schools and when I speak for organizations. That song actually tells a little bit about, it was kind of written because of my brother. You know, my brother died. He died drinking and driving at Texas City, fishing while he was fishing in Texas City. And so yeah, I mean, it's, you know, a lot of people some people don't know that, but that's part of my story, my testimony, sharing that.
Growing up, what kind of challenges or tough decisions did you see as a result of drug and alcohol use in your community?
I've seen the effects of it. You know, now, you know, people can debate back and forth about, you know, recreational versus non-recreational, or we're partying or whatever. But I've seen from experience what it can do, and it's not always, you know, it's not, good intentions don't give you good results. All right, yes. So you can have the best intentions in the world, and you're gonna say, hey, you know, this is what I plan on doing. But once you get under the influence of whatever it is, it could be alcohol, it could be drugs, or whatever, even prescription drugs, right? You know, yes. Anything that alters your mind, you kind of lose, you know, what you think is gonna happen. It doesn't really always happen that way. And I can't tell you how many times, you know, growing up, where I've made those decisions myself, you know, and it hurt my family. My little brother just got out. He did 8 years flat. You know what I'm saying? Off of him smoking weed, skipping school. They were smoking in an abandoned building, and the building ended up catching on fire. And he got charged with it because he was the oldest one there. And he was only like 16 years old. He ended up doing 8 years flat for arson. You know what I'm saying? So like stuff like that is reality. That's the stuff that you don't see on the music side or the entertainment side. They, you know, they focus on one thing, and it's like there's a whole nother aspect to what can happen, the reality of it.
So you keep going on about like what's happening in the music industry. So as an artist, especially in a lot of rap music that goes on nowadays, how is drug and alcohol use? It's glorified in it. It's always just glorified. So what can you say about the reality of drug use, as you may have just like interpreted, but
yeah,
how is different from what they interpret in rap music versus what the actual reality is?
So I'm glad you say that, because a lot of people, you know, they want to say, well, it's just rap or whatever. You know, people are people, right? And people that you either make good decisions or you make bad decisions. right? So I don't necessarily believe in bad people. I believe in bad choices. So
Yes.
people have you have the ability to make good choices, and you have the ability to make bad choices. It just so happens that in the entertainment field, the bad choices kind of get glorified more, because it's almost like it's good. It's fun to be bad. You know what I'm saying? It's fun to be bad, and then if you're good, you're not fun. There's a lack of leadership that is being presented in the entertainment industry, just because people want a quick fix. They want a quick fix on what makes me feel good. But the reality is, you know, the more discipline that you have, the more freedom that you have. And a lot of people don't associate discipline with freedom. People associate discipline with restriction, and they say, "Well, I can't do this. I can't do this because then
like you're locked out.
I can't have all this fun." But it's like, dude, I think last time I checked, y'all can correct me on this, right? The definition of freedom is the ability for someone to make their own decisions.
And I completely agree with that.
Okay,
yes.
so if that's what freedom is, then by you not being able to freely make your own decisions because you're under the influence of something, then you're really not free at that time, because you're actually being controlled by a substance. So
you're not making your own choices.
So it's crazy, like the contradiction, right? You want to do a substance so that you can be free, but once you're under the substance, you're no longer free, because now you're being controlled by the substance.